Today I have a famous story about a prince. So, if you like my videos, subscribe my YouTube channel, click the bell icon, like my videos, comment in the comment section below and share these videos with your friends. So, let's get started. A teacher makes a thief a monarch. In the city of Benares, there lived a king called Brahmadatta. He had a son also called Brahmadatta. The king sent his son to the Guru Gatherer, the house of the teacher, for his education. The prince lived there learning the arts, fighting with a bow, arrow, and the sword. One day, the teacher went for a bath accompanied by his pupils. The prince Brahmadatta was the last to follow his teacher. A small hut stood along the way to the bathhouse. In the hut, there lived a poor old woman. On a mat spread in the compound, she put some sesame to dry. The prince, who was the last to pass the mat, looked around, picked a handful of sesame and ate the seeds while walking. Of course, the old woman saw this. He's still a kid learning arts and crafts, she thought, so she kept quiet. The prince did the same next day, too, passing the sesame. The old woman forgave him as usual. The prince picked a handful of sesame on the third day too. Then the old woman rose and walked up to the teacher by the means of a walking stick. She blamed the teacher. "Is this what you are teaching? Do you teach them to steal? He stole sesame day before yesterday. He did the same yesterday. And he did it today for the third time. Just see, he is still having sesame on his hands. God, what a crime!" The teacher understood what had happened. He consoled the old woman and promised her to pay the compensation. He also beat the prince with a bamboo cane, rebuked him, and warned him to give up stealing. A hatred towards the teacher began to grow in him. The prince thought that he would take revenge from the teacher one day. The teacher also knew that he would take revenge, but he told the prince well. After some time, the prince finished his education, went to the city of Benares, and became a king. Then it came to his mind that it was time to take revenge from the teacher who thrashed him with a bamboo cane. The king sent a message to him through an envoy asking the teacher to come immediately. On receiving the message, the teacher thought thus, "This is not at all a kind call. He was angry with me for beating him with a bamboo cane. The king is still too young to understand what is good or bad. So, I must not hurry up. I must go after some time." Then, some time later, the teacher went and visited the king, his pupil. Seeing him, the king, who became angry, said thus, "Oh, only now you remember to come. How long ago did I send for you? What have you been doing all these days? Can you remember beating me with a bamboo cane? I summoned you to take revenge, not to reward you. Now, prepare to die." The teacher, who had been quite right throughout, broke silence. "Your Majesty, I thrashed you with a bamboo cane the other day as you stole sesame belonging to a poor old woman. Had I not punished you, then you would have become a worse kind of thief by now. As a result, you would have been imprisoned and would have undergone a lot of hardship. It was I who made you a man fit to be a monarch. I punished you not with anger or hatred. I did punish you to make you good. The assembly of ministers who listened to the teacher agreed with what he said. They said thus, Your Majesty, is not this your teacher? It is not proper for you to treat him this way. It was he who made you fit to be crowned as a king. Offer him an apology for what you did. The king only then understood his folly. There was tears in his eyes. He rose from the throne, went up to the teacher, fell on his knees at his teacher's feet and offered an apology. Please do forgive me, my lord. I did wrong to you. Please do accept this kingship which I hold. Although he was offered the crown, the teacher didn't accept it. He advised the king and asked him to rule the country well. Then the king built another palace adjoining his one and offered it to his teacher and his men. All of them were thus well treated by him. The king Brahmadatta, thereafter receiving more and more advices from his teacher, ruled the country well. So, this is the end of the story. So, let's meet another day. Bye.